In 1977, Circus Oz was launched to great fanfare.
It's the 3-year-old Circus Oz, a new development in the art of circus in Australia.
Earning a legion of loyal fans.
People who like circuses like our show. And people who think they don't like circuses usually turn out liking it too.
It was a coming together of different people and different skills and energy. And then they started working together and did some fabulous things. As an entity, it was unique around the world.
The shows broke away from circus norms by not using animals.
Unlike a conventional circus with some 30% of the performers animals, here there are no animals at all, only people.
It was very significant, and they were really a breakthrough mode of circus. They were before circuses like Cirque du Soleil, and they really created a new art form in a sense. So they were very significant.
Today, inside Melbourne's Circus Oz HQ, 100 artists are preparing for upcoming shows.
I love training. It's what I do with all of my time. I don't know, it's kind of my obsession.
It's my job, but it's what I love to do. It's who I am as a person. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't be a performer.
It's now unlikely they'll ever make it to the stage. After more than 40 years of entertaining audiences, Circus Oz is folding due to an internal dispute over the direction of the company, which has prompted the federal government to pull its funding.
If we take out that 2.6 funding out of our budget for next year, this is the issues that we're facing. This is why wind down is the only scenario.
Circus Oz is governed by a board of 10 to 12 people. As it stands, at least 4 of those board members must be former Circus Oz staff or performers. Last year, the federal government's arts funding body demanded that the board structure change, insisting that more professionals from outside the Circus Oz tent be represented on the board. Otherwise, it would pull its funding. But Circus Oz's membership voted against that change, and 2 of its board representatives have since resigned.
For them, they see this as ceding control. They just don't want to lose that control of Circus Oz.
Linda Mickleborough is a former long-time employee and a company member. She voted against changes, but said she didn't know it would result in the company winding up.
It was put to us as a straw poll. It was put to us as a confidential straw poll.
And did you think that was a binding vote?
No, not at all. We were completely and utterly blindsided.
I think the members feel that if you take them away from the equation, you're taking the soul and heart away.
The Circus Oz board denies the claim the vote was not transparent.
It's really a tragedy that such an extraordinary company that has earned the admiration from arts people around the world, from communities around the world, that it should be just closed down just like that.
Audiences have gradually shrunk over the past decade.
We've been under review on notice from our funders for 4 or 5 years, and that has been a direct result of our ticket sales. Our audiences have changed, and we need to change with our audiences. The feedback and that they got from members is that's not a Circus Oz show. They're the challenges that we're trying to move beyond.
There were many things in the review that we agreed with. We really did think that the organisation had lost sight of some of its artistic vision.
Artists here say they've made significant strides throughout the past 2 years of coronavirus lockdowns.
At the moment, under its new management team, Circus Oz has been running this amazing incubator, which has brought dozens of artists into the building in a more decentralised model that's allowed independent companies to focus on making their own work, supported by the company infrastructure. So I think that there is a shared feeling of disappointment that experiment, which has really only just begun and is already showing amazing results, is going to get nipped in the bud before it really had a chance to flourish.
Mitch Jones has been involved in the circus since he was a teenager and is one of 5 creatives here granted $40,000 to develop new, more contemporary circus work.
Circus Oz does play a huge role in employing artists in this state, and we know what the circus industry in Melbourne looks like without it, because during the last 2 years, when the building was forced to close and the company went into a sort of furlough, the circus industry in Melbourne essentially dried up.
Mitch Jones's biggest disappointment is that none of the artists in the circus had a say in the decision to wind the company up.
It came really out of the blue because the board and company members and the funding bodies, all of that stuff is at an arm's length from what happens down here on the floor of the rehearsal room. I guess what we'd really like to see from the government is a commitment to keep this purpose-built facility as a home for circus in Melbourne, not only to enhance the industry, which has already suffered through the pandemic, but also to secure and protect Melbourne's global reputation as a hub for circus.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.